encompass the 2021-2022 school year. We actually want you to take a look. It's important to take a look at the month of June 21. So we're going to be looking at when next school year will conclude and the start of the 21-22 school year. Okay. We know that we have been talking about in September of 2020 when we will be starting before Labor Day for the next school year. And we had indicated that the primary reason for doing so was when you take a look at when the school year ends. It will be ending when we will be ready to demolish the existing Linwood School. And as we've all kind of joked, demolishing the building doesn't take that long. But removal of the debris does take several weeks. It can take up to 4 weeks, we have been told, to allow for that. The building will not be demolished the last day of school. The district will be given 5 work days or a full week to remove from that building anything that we wish to salvage. So for the example that I have been using, 3 years ago we bought brand new desks for all of the elementary buildings. Those desks only being 3 years old, we certainly are not going to throw them into the trash. So there are some things like that, the technology that's in there. So we will have a week. This does not include, the teachers packing up their materials and getting things ready to move into the new building. We will be working out a plan for that. Our purpose for looking at the calendar is specifically to take in the time frame that's needed for demolition, removal of the debris, and then construction of what must be in place, the parking lot. For us to obtain our certificate of occupancy and to be able to start the school year. We will not be starting the school year with a field that is ready to be used. All right, so that doesn't even take that into account. We're looking at starting the school year and just having the parking lot finished and ready. So the calendar that you are familiar with, that is when school starts next year, when school ends next year. Our students will be finishing on the 17th. The district will, at this point in time, the calendar that we have, be turning over Linwood for demolition sometime the 28th or the 29th of June. It will all depend on how things go that week. That takes us into the beginning of July. As I said, we've been told that it can be approximately 4 weeks for the building to be removed after it has been demolished. And then we're really looking at the beginning of August. The beginning of August when we can start working on parking lots and all those other things to be ready for the start of school. In September of 2021, Labor Day is September 6th. And there's an observance of a Jewish holiday on September 7th. We're going to take full advantage of that additional day that offers us, and we are going to be recommending that the board approve a calendar for September of 2021, where the first day of school is September 8th. And we feel it's important to get that message out to folks because I know myself, my children are much older now, but I know what that would mean if I were looking for care for them or something for them to do. There aren't many camps and activities available. So we want to get that information out to people as soon as possible. One other change that we want to incorporate into the calendar so as not to end the school year too late will be spring break. So spring break that year, typically our spring break encompasses an entire week, and we also typically have had that Monday follow into that following the spring break week. It has been an in-service day for teachers, so teachers have been here, but it has not been a day of school for students. We're recommending that we have that as a day of school for students, because in doing so, remember the other thing that we started to take a look at several years ago, in doing so, we can conclude school on June 17th and not have to bring students in for one day on June 20th. So we're not asking for your approval tonight. We're putting this out with that explanation as such. We have begun to share the calendar with staff in the building. We will, now publicly, Monday night, I will be attending the IDC meeting with PTO leadership, so I'll share it with those groups there, and we'll be seeking your approval at the February 20th meeting. And imagine that it's really not that far away. And if our high school project is launched following the timeline that we have been working from, not only will we be opening the new Linwood in that September, but we will be opening the new wing of classrooms at the high school in that September as well.